All right, let's crack a code you probably see every single day, but maybe never really thought about. We're talking about a silent letter with a secret and pretty awesome power. Today we're going to solve the mystery of the silent E together.
So we've all seen words that end in an E that we just don't say. But have you ever stopped and wondered, why is it even there? I promise you, it's not just for decoration. This silent letter is actually one of the most powerful players in the entire English language, and it can completely change how we read a word.
And here is that power in action. Check this out. On the left, we've got mad. Now, listen to that vowel sound, ah, mad. It's short, it's punchy. Now look to the right. We add just one silent E to the end, and suddenly the word is made. The whole vowel sound stretches out, A. Made. Isn't that wild? One little letter, a totally different sound. That E is like a tiny magician.
Okay, so how does this magic trick actually work? Well, to figure it out, our first clue is hiding in the most basic, most fundamental pattern in English.
It all starts right here, the CVC pattern. And that just stands for consonant, vowel, consonant. You know, words like cat, dog, or sit. See how that single vowel is kind of sandwiched between two consonants? When that happens, it almost always makes its short sound. You can think of this as our bedrock, a rule number one.
And you can hear this CVC rule going to work with every single vowel. Just listen. We've got bad, bed, bid, bod, bud. You hear that? Those short, kind of clipped sounds? That's the CVC pattern doing its thing. It's super predictable, and it's the foundation we need to crack the rest of this code.
All right, so you've got the CVC pattern down. With that key piece of the puzzle in place, we are ready for the big reveal. It's time to finally crack the code of the silent E.
And here it is. This is the second major pattern in English. It's called vowel-consonant-e, or just VCE for short. Now look at that structure. You've got a vowel, then a consonant, and then that final silent E. When you see this, that silent E acts like a little secret agent. It reaches back over the consonant and tells the vowel to change its sound. It tells it to become long.
Oh, this is so cool to see in action. Just watch how the CVC words on the left completely transform into VCE words on the right. Bit becomes bite. Cub becomes cube. Mop turns into mope, and pet becomes Pete. See that? In every single one of these cases, that silent E forces the vowel to go from its short sound to its long sound. It's a consistent, reliable rule you can count on.
And here's the absolute easiest way to remember this forever. When a vowel is long, it says its name. I mean, think about it. The I in bite literally says the sound I. The U in cube says you. The O in mope says O. So if you spot a silent E at the end of a syllable, you know that vowel inside is going to say its name. That's the key that unlocks the whole thing.
Of course, English just loves to have one little twist, doesn't it? The letter U. It follows the VCE rule, but it's a bit of an overachiever. It actually has not one, but two long sounds.
So the long U can make two different sounds. Sometimes it's going to be U, like in the word fuse or cube. But other times it's going to be oo, like in rule or flute. But don't worry, both are considered long sounds. The trick is just to try one, and if the word sounds a little funny, try the other. Simple as that.
Now what's really cool is that this pattern isn't just for little one-syllable words. Nope. It's the master key to decoding huge, intimidating words. So let's apply this code and build a really powerful reading strategy. Okay. Here's a super simple 4-step strategy you can use for any big word. First, look for chunks you already know. Then, find your vowels. After that, split the word up between the consonants. And finally, you just read it piece by piece, using the rules we've just learned. It basically turns a scary-looking word into a simple little puzzle.
So let's put this strategy to the test with a fantastic example word, incomplete. Yeah, at first glance, it looks like a lot to handle. But with our new code-breaking skills, this is about to get very, very simple.
And boom, we break it down. In, that's a CVC chunk. We know that. Com, another CVC chunk. And what's that last syllable? Complete. Look at that pattern. It's a vowel,
a consonant and an E. It's VCE. We know exactly how to say that. That E is long, so it says its name. E. Incomplete. See? We just decoded it perfectly.
Now that you know this pattern, I'm telling you, you are going to see it everywhere. It's in simple words like space, life, flames. And it's hiding inside bigger words too. Explode, admire, reptile, and of course, complete. The VCE pattern is all over the place, just waiting for you to spot it so you can read the word with total confidence.
So what's the big takeaway here? What does this all mean? Well, we haven't just learned some random spelling rule. We've actually uncovered the secret to how reading really works.
And just how important is this pattern we've been talking about? Well, the VCE rule isn't some obscure, little-known exception. It is the number 2, the second foundational syllable pattern taught in English, right after CVC. I mean, it is that essential. You know, this is really what it all comes down to. The secret to being a powerful reader isn't about memorizing thousands and thousands of individual words. No way. It's about recognizing the underlying patterns, the hidden logic of the language. Once you learn the code, you can read words you've never even seen before.
At the end of the day, language is just a system of codes. And today we cracked one of the biggest ones together. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other secret codes are hiding in plain sight, just waiting to be decoded in the words we all use every single day?